So it's time for the drivers and teams to leave Misano and pack up and fly right around the world this time. It's over to the United States for round 5 of the GT3 Championship for season 5, taking place at Laguna Seca. Last time out at Misano, the race ended on quite a dramatic event as the leader Balocon, with just a couple of laps to go and a 35+ second lead over the rest of the field, suddenly pulled over to the side of a track and came to a halt, and everybody else flew past him. Balocon running out of fuel with just 2 laps to go with an almost unassailable lead, threw away maximum points for the Drivers' Championship, and in the end came almost last in the field. But the benefiter of Balocon's dismay was Conall McCarthy, who swept through to take first place. Maximum points to the Drivers' Championship. Balocon was not the only one to run out of fuel. Some other drivers did too towards the end, shuffling up the order. So the Drivers' Championship going into the next round here at Laguna Seca. Hubert Aigner is still in the lead, but his margin has been reduced somewhat by Conall McCarthy's victory last time out at Misano. Thomas Sajak is in third place of SVR team, and Manuel Duque fell back for 420 Racing. Nectaria Kutiar is in fifth. Kirill Brzezinski of Shadow Lotus AMR also fell back last week. John Becker solidified his place in 7th, as did Steph Farrell of Shadow Lotus AMR in 8th. Tonis McCormick of Breakdancers had to serve a stop-go penalty at the start of the race, which effectively put him out of the running for the Misano round. So he finished in 19th place, and as a consequence of penalties imposed, slips right down the table to 9th. In 10th, it's Sindri Ragnarsson of TWG Motorsports, who's followed by Dami Ayo, who's also on the same number of points, who's in 11th place. For the Teams Championship, we've now got 7 teams in the Teams Championship for Tier 7. Shadow Lotus AMR, consisting of Kirill Brzezinski and Steph Farrell, are in the lead with 409 points. And in second place, following the disappointment last week of Balocon pulling over to the side of the track and Manuel Duque outside the top 5, 420 Racing are in second place. SVR team, Daniel Yellon and Thomas Sajak are in third. TWG Motorsports, Dami Ayo and Sindri Ragnarsson are in fourth. Breakdancers, a newly formed team after last week's race of Antonis McCormick, and a new joiner to the league, Hugo Rodriguez, they're in 5th. In 6th, it's Beeswax Racing, Steve Bezic and Nils Nins, not having great success this season so far. In 7th place, it's another newly formed team, Lusus, consisting of Pedro Vieira and Felipe Silva. Felipe is another new member to the league, so that reduces the amount of points that Lusus can have on the board, given his late joining of the season. The weather for Laguna Seca is very unpredictable. It's been dry for most of the practice sessions. From the 2 practice races, it was rain as the race came to start. So there's a chance of drizzle, and if not, it's going to be overcast and for California, quite cool. Whatever happens, it's been very difficult to practice for this race, so anything can happen. Please stay tuned, see what happens next. Weather is as we feared.
B13.
All weekend, that's all the time waking up to this race. Every time I went onto the server it was dry. And every single practice race I went to, the weather was like this. Drizzly and damp and a greasy track this time, so it's been a nightmare trying to do the setup.
Sector 1 is quick.
Don't know what you're really going to encounter. So
Stevie, you've got half your fuel left. Yellow flag.
Be careful there.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
Yellow flag.
V14. White flag. Sector 1 is quick. That's 5 minutes of fuel left. We've got a bit of rain now, looks like it's getting harder.
Your lap timers are validating. Please try to stay on the track.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Yellow flag.
P15.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
Sector 3 is 3.5.
Unfortunately, he's not as fast as his best intermediate. Let's see how he compares with the previous qualifying times. That's the fastest time over the first sector we've seen today.
Okay, Stevie, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. There's a white flag. On your right, clear right.
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
17th place. Sector 3 is 3.9 seconds.
Well, that's actually slower than his best qualifying lap today.
Very little fuel left. Hit this lap, in this lap. Car right, clear right.
We used this app for our endurance team around here. Really liked it. Really good car. Track. We never had any spins, not once.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Yeah, so we don't spin there. Yeah, all it, all the race. Almost got right down to the championship. Quite an exciting round at Misano, I think.
2 litres remaining.
Did nearly everything. Oh, it wasn't Kailami. Yeah, quite a few incidents in Kailami. The stewards did not take kindly to it.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
P17.
That's a blue flag.
Back to the pits.
leader's just done a 127.00.
Already down to P18. Can't hear me. I'll try and move the microphone closer.
It exits clear.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
I'll have a look at adjusting the
That's
volume
2 minutes
of the mic.
left. 2 minutes. Car right. Right side's clear. Car right.
Pull down
Still
the
there.
audio
Clear
of the
right.
game as well.
Car right. Clear right.
Audio teammate, I definitely should have gone his way. Mr. Nin's no practice, is in the 6th position. Telling me he's done no practice whatsoever for this race. I've been pushed down to 20th. This will be last chance, 50
Yellow flag
seconds
is
to
at
go,
dawn.
so we're easily going to get across the line. I let myself get too close to my own teammate, that was the problem. Lindsay's in 7th.
P20.
So we're sliding on that corner.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Checkered flag. 20th place.
Lost loads of time on that corner then. See Nins pull away from me. Go off. That's it. Game over.
Detected.
Oh, bugger. Well, about to max. Pull the game down some more. You have to turn your volume up now if you can't hear me. I don't know why it's so quiet. Don't think that makes any difference. And that's the volume in my ears I'm altering. The wonders of modern technology. Well, I have to be guessing at the moment on what race setup to load. Let's assume it's the damp. So a quick look at the times. 26 is winning. So a 26.8 and I'm a 29.4. So 2.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds. 3. 6. Oh well. Oh well. An hour of fun ahead of us. You're not missing anything this week, trust me. It's horrible. I don't know if you got into any of the test races, but they were grim. And what we got? We got rain. Oh, great. We got proper rain. I'm not even done for this one. Right, let's put wet tyres on. I've no idea. No idea at all. I'll put wets on.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry that it's raining. We have to deal with it, so stay even safer and calm. Take it easy. It will be very slippery. Cars going off the track left and right. Take it easy.
Put these up to
Be a
9.
good driver. Stay safe. And good luck to you all.
That's a free. Front pressure's on. put these up to 30. Probably to 29. It's going to be a lottery this week. Leave the rear as it is. Copy those pressures across. Right, well, it's just a random chance about whether this is going to work or not. Looks like McCormick's had a really hard time in the Nissan during qualies behind me. And Nin's in 7th. Such a sandbagger. It's been rumbled this week. We're going to have to dob him in. Aigner, championship leader in 1st place. Rodriguez 2nd. He did very well last week, but then fell back a bit halfway through, didn't he? Ragnarsson's usually quite quick. Duque. Balocon, who ran out of fuel last week. Nin's the sandbagger. Urti. McCarthy. I've seen McCarthy struggle a bit in the rain, so maybe he'll fall back down the championship. Ivanov's, although there'll give you plenty of opportunities in the commentated show about how the Lexus is good in the rain. To say that a lot. Wilson 10th, 3. Say quite a few people missing this week. I believe the Mercedes, we've got Couture and Io just up ahead of us. Io's right in front of me actually, is a nightmare in the rain. I think I've got it bad. Duque telling us there in the in-game chat about how the sand equals death. I think actually the it's just death. Wonder if this is working any better to make my microphone louder and try to turn it up. I don't know if that's helped. Not sure why it sounds quiet. Let's hope it's working now. Right, that's it. Drive. Wouldn't want to miss the start of this, would we? That'd be a disaster. Right, anything could happen here. I've got
Go in single file.
complete guesswork on tyre pressures. You won't be missing this race, JP Racing. JP Racers just said they've missed us in chat. This is going to be a horrific hour. Those that miss qualifying, the important news is that Nins, the sandbagger, has been blagging again. Claimed he only had 10 minutes practice and qualified, I think, in 7th in very drizzly and damp conditions that were quite difficult. I guess the worry for me is I've got McCormick right behind me, who, let's be honest, has been up before the stewards in the race before last and actually managed to hit me in a free practice session when there was nobody else on the track. So let's hope we get through the first few corners in one piece. Hume's having trouble already on the warm-up lap. Oh, my tyres are going over pressure already.
The air temp is 20 Celsius. All right,
Could be
Stevie,
pitting in 10
get ready.
minutes because they've got tyres like balloons. Yep, seeing 32s all round. So that bit of guessing didn't work out well at all. We've only had to absolutely chuck it down.
Floor it, green, green, green. Car left,
Crew chief thinks slicks are okay.
clear left. Left side. Clear left, car left. Clear left. Left side, clear left. Car left. Still there.
Clear on the left.
Hold your line. You're in the middle.
Clear on the left.
Right side's clear. Car left.
Left. Clear on the left.
You're still there.
Car on the left.
Still
Clear
there.
on the left.
You're still there.
Car on the left.
You're still there. Clear all round. 22nd place.
Well, we're still in one piece so far. Ooh, not for one
Car
more.
left. Clear left.
Oh, great. What a great
Okay,
start to
Stevie,
this
you're
race.
locking up your fronts a lot.
Right, we got tyres that are on fire and we're out the back of the pack. This is just a week to forget already. Looks like Hume's not got that set up at all. It was wiggling around on him at the straight then. So he's got a real handful there in his hands. Oh, we've had a bit of an issue ahead of us, a little gaggle of cars. I've never seen tyre pressures that high.
E23.
Okay, so we've made a cock up. Let's try and fix it pretty early doors. Switch to dries.
Rodriguez.
Has the lead.
So we'll see what we can do in one lap. I'm not confident because they're orange. I don't think I've ever seen 36 PSI in one of these cars.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Let's have But last race, where the weather was like this at the start and I put slicks on, you needed wets.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
Slow car ahead.
White flag, mate.
Kvyat having issues at the start. One of the Ferraris in front. Sajak's third in Drivers' Championship, but at the back of the pack.
Car on the right.
On your right.
Clear on the right.
Right side's clear.
Don't worry, Sajak, I'll be in the pits very soon. God, it slides off the track, so let's get these tyres off. What a rubbish
He'll
start
be
to a
very
race.
aware that races can be won or lost in the pit lane. He's
At
coming
least
in for fuel
pit
and a
crews
fresh
further
set
down
of
today.
tyres.
Last night they were right in the entrance to the pits. I couldn't even get in the square. It was that close. And I've overshot. Couldn't get any worse, this. Couldn't get any worse. It looks like the microphone's a bit louder now anyway. Hopefully you can all hear me. Oh, look at that, they're all coming round. I'm going to be right in the middle of the pack when I come out. That's the worst bit. Oh, blue flags all the way through.
Come on, let's go.
Don't go out in second gear. That's the worst idea. Yeah, so there go the
New
leaders.
fastest lap for Rodriguez, 128.44.
So I'm going to be blue flagged.
There's
Just a
traffic
nightmare.
behind.
The blue flag is being waved.
It is well up there this week.
Right side, clear right.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Car right,
Clear on the right.
clear right.
Have I mentioned the Lexus is good in the rain? Nins is still in 7th then, just behind me. So there's no way I'm going to last 18 minutes before most people start to pit. All these blue flags around me. Just... Pressures are looking low at the moment. Let's hope it warm up a little bit.
Blue flag.
Car on the left.
Left side,
Clear on the left.
clear left.
That's a blue flag.
Left side, clear left.
So it looks like most of the leading bunch pretty much held on to their
P23.
places.
Blue flag.
Going around there is super difficult in these conditions. Very glad I have a direct drive wheel for that bit. Because I think if I had a belt driven one, I'd be off. Oh, Ragnarsson's making a go on Nins there. Got a bit of better traction. He wasn't able. Oh, he's having another go down the left. Going up the inside on the hairpin. It's going to be close. I think he's good. Oh, no, Nins is still there. Now he says wets. I don't believe this game. I ain't pitting twice. Oh, Ragnarsson, that was a mistake.
Car right.
Car on the right.
Clear right.
On the right.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
On your left.
Thanks, mate.
Clear
It's
left.
a blue flag, doesn't mean you can crowd me off the track. Lord Lemon 11.
Car left.
Clear on the left.
Hold your line.
That's a blue flag.
On, get on with
Clear
it.
left.
Well, I hate it when somebody comes past on blue flags and then they're dead hesitant. This race is just a complete write-off for me already. Come on, Carthy. Come on. Come on. Not going to, is he?
Car on the left.
Car left.
On the left.
Come on.
Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
I got some weird internet thing then. There was a Ferrari
Car
overtook me
right.
twice.
Clear right.
The blue flag is being waved.
It's just,
Car on the right.
what a waste of my time.
Clear on the right.
Can't believe the engineer said rain tyres. The car's not handling too badly actually, it's just had the wrong tyres at the start and then went off trying to avoid Trippiana. Just the blue flags mean you've got to make way. So you just drop slowly down the field. I never know what increased brake balance means. Does that mean make the big number bigger or smaller? I don't know if that makes it go towards the back or towards the front. Terribly explained in ACC. I think when I made the number smaller, it felt better yesterday.
The car in front is pitting.
That's helpful. So McCormick's struggling again.
White flag. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
So is McCarthy. McCarthy does not go well in the rain. That's what we found out this season. He had a really bad time at Zolder. I don't think he enjoyed Kyalami much either. So last season, McCarthy just ran away with the championship in Tier 7. This season he's having a much harder time. Track limits? What track limits? I don't know what you're on about.
I think there's some kind of
They've got to go
incident.
around
I
him.
can see yellow flags.
That's not a good
Car
place to
left.
be.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Clear left.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Stevie, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. 21st.
Oh, that was a
The
stunt
blue
driving
flag
there,
is
bit
being
drifting.
waved.
Oh, Io's behind me. Sorry, Io. I did a bit of showboating. Allegedly, I'm not last. 21 out of 23. I don't know where the other two are.
Be careful.
There's McCormick, who's having a great week.
Left side, clear left. The gap behind is now 3.1 seconds.
I think Io's going to fan me with that one, aren't
Right
you?
side.
Really asked
right
that
side's
up.
clear. On your right. Right side's clear. The car in front is McCarthy.
Sajak behind me.
Blue flag.
Oh.
Left side. Still there. Clear left. P21. The car in front of us is McCormick. Car left.
Oh, God,
That's
it
a
won't
blue
stop in
flag.
then.
There must be an
Sajak might go
accident. The
through
yellow
there.
flags are out.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line.
Sajak came through, but there's
Clear
only a lot
left.
of bloody traffic. I think that might be the end of the main field. Becker's another 8 seconds behind, and McCarthy is 9. Did say to Nins before this, it'd be a matter of survival, to be honest. Now, I've not actually had any massive spins. I went off when I knew at this corner at the start when I nearly drove into the back of Trippiana and I had to pull right. The minute you hit the sand on this track, you've stuffed.
The gap ahead is now 2.1.
This lot. Tyres are getting a little bit of temperature in them, but they're really low pressure. I do not want to stop again. So I've got all the problems tonight. Low pressure tyres, which means grip's not good.
P22.
Must have got on a slippy bit of track that last lap because I massively overshot that corner.
McCormick is pitting from P20. He should be a little bit behind when he comes out.
Let's hope McCormick keeps going. He'll be not enjoying this tonight. I've seen him backwards, sideways in the gravel traps. Hume is also having another nightmare evening. He's 23 seconds behind us. When I saw Hume, it didn't look like he got a good setup for the wet. His car was wriggling around all over the place. He's done his pit stop though. I think these guys are a little bit slow, unfortunately. Just 10 more minutes and they might pit though. Fuel levels coming down as well. The McLaren really seems to get better when he gets to about 60 litres. We're at 70 at the moment.
P22.
It's light being heavy, this car. Probably because of that lack of engine power. McCormick will be for position. It does feel a little unfair. He's clearly really struggling with that setup. Robinson off.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now. Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
Yellow out.
Car right, clear right.
Cormick's gone wide. Trying to keep Robinson far enough behind me. I don't have to let him through. He's got a good gap there, 0.6. Still going to get blue flags though.
Okay, Stevie, the next car is McCormick.
I can see. It's in front of me. Cormick off.
On your right,
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
clear right. White
Seven
flag.
off as well.
Car left, clear left.
Sajak's gone up the road a little bit. Just see him. Linz has
21.
dropped to 11. So about 5 seconds, crew chief said I needed wet tyres on. And he's changed his mind since then. Trippiani now, I think. Or he's a lap up. It's time to pit. As in for Trippiani, you need to pit for new tyres. I think it's the best thing.
McCormick is getting closer. The gap's come down to 7.6.
Yeah, the track comes to him. McCormick's obviously quick. I'm not sure this weather's going to change. You're going to help him.
P21.
good exit there.
White flag, mate.
Trappiano's driving weirdly defensively. Oh, I've lost it there. Thank you, Miller. That's a let off for him. Here comes McCarthy in 12th.
Blue flag.
Oh, massively overshot.
On your left. Clear left.
The blue flag is being waved.
Left side. Clear left.
That's a blue flag.
Well, I'm off, she's dropping a long way behind. So we're approaching pit stop time. There's too much to hope I'll suddenly make up a load of places. Seems to be a hell of a lot quicker though, now I'm not behind Trappiano. No offence Trappiano, but I was, until we got to that corner. Becker caught the sausage. Oh, that caused me to overshoot a little bit. But I'm enough to get through. So they're starting to pit. I'm still a long way behind them, I think. Ivanovs might be going for the overcut.
Behind has now decreased to 1.6 seconds.
Oh shit, Hube's closing in on me. Oh, he went right off track then behind us. Ivanovs has a moment on the corkscrew.
Car on the left.
Car left. Clear left.
So Robinson's in the pits, so we're going to pass him.
There's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
He's coming out the pits. So Robinson's for position.
Car left. Clear left. There's a white flag.
It's Trappiano.
P20.
This is not a good combination. Robinson's closing in. But Trappiano's a lap up. It's going very quick in that Mercedes.
Car left. Clear left.
That was Andy. Robinson's right on my bumper. I'm not sure
Left
we're able to
side.
stop him.
Still there.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. P21.
Car on the left.
On your left.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. Okay, Stevie, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
What I try and do is try and close on Robinson and maybe make him look at me instead of a track. Not sure it's going to be doable. He's pulling away.
The driver in front of us is Robinson.
Nice, well, quicker than me, Robinson is gone. 3 seconds in half a lap. Come on, grip. Aigner's in 5th, so not held on to lead. So it's going to be tight for the Drivers' Championship this week. Aigner keeps not getting that front position. I think McCarthy's well down the field though. Last I saw of him was 12th. Okay, Trippiana is in 19th place. 10 seconds up the road. It's 30 minutes. Guess my objective would try and catch him.
White flag, mate.
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
Sajak having trouble. That's position then. Surprised at that high.
The blue flag is being
Understanding
waved.
was the Ferrari was okay on this track.
Car right. Clear right. Car right.
That's a blue flag.
Fortunately,
Clear right.
bloody Hume right on my backside now.
Car right.
It's Aigner on the right of me.
He's still there. Right side's clear. P20.
So I'll make up a place. And Hume's right on my bumper. Hume is very quick. I'm driving around like on eggs then. But to be fair, I'm not sure Hume is used to driving against race traffic, I think. I had the impression he's a bit of a hot lap specialist. But I make enough mistakes that anybody can get past me. Hope he doesn't try it on the corkscrew. I think I made it easy for him.
side.
Lead on the left.
Clear left.
Back to 21st.
21st. You've used half your fuel.
The
Okay.
leader is...
Rodriguez is pitting.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3.
It's incredible. These drivers are controlling a car about half the weight of a Mini. And these things can accelerate to about 150 miles an hour in 6.5 to 7 seconds.
I think you're slightly over-exaggerating there, Murray, about the capabilities of a GT3. A lock on 5th at the moment
is
this
now in
week.
the lead.
Our lead coordinator said about 5 times, make sure you've got enough fuel. Fortunately, from what I figured out, Balocco doesn't understand English, he's not going to pick that one up. Hume slowly pulling away from me. A bit depressing. Off. Not by much, but catching a bit of sand. Everybody's pitted now, so we are definitely stuck down in 21st. Yellon just did a bad lap though, I just saw him do a 35. Still 11 seconds away though. Not that I was much better with nearly a 33.
Has the lead.
Bertie is pitting.
Cormac's still 15 seconds or so behind us, and we're pretty much stuck there. They must be going around about the same pace. I wonder what I've got left tyres wise, because these have been on for since 10 minutes into the race. Hume's moving a bit, 29 then.
20th place. McCormick behind is pitting.
Oh God. Cormac's not having a good night. He's already pitted once. Dropped right down the championship last night. I think last week, to 8th or 9th position. And this week, well outside the points. Probably going to drop outside the top 10.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Too far away for me to capitalise on a yellow flag.
The leader,
closing in on me.
is pitting. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Fastest lap for Rodriguez, 127.94.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
The car ahead's pitting now.
They drifted in there for the lock onto a mile.
Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Clear on the left.
Still there.
Car on the left.
Clear left. P18.
It cost me a lot of time, man. Seconds now to you. I wish I could go fast. But I certainly won't go fast on this track. I really dislike it. I mean, I like it as a track, but I cannot get any speed around here. I'm too scared of going off if I push. Certainly in this car.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
McCormick is pitting from position 22. We think he'll come out close in front.
Maybe the lock and put a wheel off the track or something for it to think those yellows. Whatever the reason, we're up to P18. We're on track for our regular weekly position of finish position of 15, where we seem to be every week. Trippiano ahead of us now. What happened to Yeltsin?
That's a new fastest lap for Rodriguez, 127.93.
Sure if I'm going to be able to catch Trippiano 20 seconds away. I think probably about the time I was sat on that gravel trap right at the start of the race. Should listen to my own advice. Can't make up all the places at the start. I was way too close to him, I guess.
That's a new
Slowing down
fastest
from
lap
there.
for Rodriguez, 127.77.
If it had been dry this week, maybe I would have stood a chance here. I know I'm not quick at this track, but the weather is definitely not something I'm going to be able to come back from. 1.5 seconds this lap.
Okay, Stevie, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Soon be over, folks. Wonder where Nins is up to.
P18. New fastest lap for Rodriguez, 127.58. Blue flag.
Magnussen again, I've seen him about 5 times this race. Lord Nem's having a good week in 6th.
18th. Car left. Clear left.
Pedro Vieira in 7th, and every time I see him I want to say Patrick Vieira. Or he's a sim racing driver, not a footballer. Minutes, no chance of me catching anybody from the looks of things.
That's a blue flag.
Lord then probably dare not hit me in case he gets some bad mouthing in the commentary in the highlight show.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. Okay, Stevie. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Car on the left.
On your left. Clear left.
I'm finding this car terrible this season. I wanted to change cars, and Nins pestered me to remain my teammate, and he wanted to stay in the McLaren, and then he's done nothing. No practice. He's focused on project cars too because he thinks he might win it. So I've ended up in a car I didn't want to use with a teammate who's
The track temperature is
not helping.
decreasing. It's now 21 Celsius.
I rumbled about this before when I had a bad time at Kailami. But, don't want to be down in P18 with no speed, just dropping back off everybody. Mind you, having looked at McCormick in the Nissan, which is what I wanted to drive, maybe I've got away with it. Maybe McCormick's just not found the traction control button, so enable him to turn it up. Eight minutes to go. No sign of anybody in front of me I can try and catch.
P18.
Said Trappiana, 3 seconds then, but he's nowhere in sight.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Trappiana is in sight, I think. 7 minutes, chance to try and... About 20 odd seconds though.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out. The
Lord
blue
them,
flag is
parking
being
the car
waved.
there, he's having some sandwiches again, just like at Kailami. He'll be swearing if he has lost the place there, he was quite high up.
Left side.
Clear on the left.
Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Aston Martin seems to be going well. I rather fancy Aston Martin next time round.
P18.
Was going to be Godzilla, but I'm fancying Aston Martin instead. I think Lord Nem has lost places there. I hope there's not some unlordly language going on in that car. Some unlordly language, I overshoot a corner like that again. 6 minutes. I don't think I've done enough to catch Trappiana. I don't think I've got this car underneath me enough. But the track's getting slippier. My tyres were well worn as well. Just trying not to make the corners now. Not going to be long enough this race, 5 minutes to go. Keep seeing Trappiana just
Blue flag.
of the who's in front computer. I wish it was bigger.
Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Left side,
Clear on the left.
clear left.
McLaren just seems to have no speed in these conditions whatsoever. It's the same at Kailami. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's the lack of engine power or something on the balance of power, but I know there's a few cars like that. It's just dreadful.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3.
Unless Trippiani gets out and has a tea break, I'm not going to catch him, I don't think. It was 10 I think it was less than 10 seconds, but... Or is that the distance he is behind Hume? Oh yeah, it's an immense gap to me. It's 35 seconds, got no chance of catching it. Only 2 minutes to go, so nothing worse than
2 minutes to go,
out
2
the back
minutes.
with nobody to race against, which is what it's been for most of this race. Or certainly not as competitive. Anybody who caught me tended to just drive straight away from me. Benz is in 9th and is behind me.
B18.
Leaders on final lap now.
There's an irony. Rodriguez is right behind me in first place and he's on his last lap, so if I let him pass, I'll finish behind him. Save yourself another lap. I'm sure he's going to catch me anyway.
That's the blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Yeah, that's that up. I'm going to have to do another lap now. I've got enough fuel. Nins has any wits about him, he'll put the brakes on. He hasn't.
This is the last lap.
Neither has finished the race.
Look like Rodriguez won then. You see Nem's going to finish in 8th, Vieira 7th. I think Free may have been, oh fuck. Free may have been,
Car left. Clear left.
sums up my race there. Free's in 10th. Only 20 finishes in the end. Looks like quite a few people quit when they were
18th. That's
out
the
of
end of
it.
the race. We'll get him next time.
Make an easy neat lap.
Well, I'm actually pretty unhappy. I don't like being uncompetitive
Well, I
to
got.
that level.
Did everybody
Imagine
finish?
in the first season when I was struggling a bit.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, so-
thinking,
I got
don't need to work on the
absolutely
setups or anything to
shafted
suit my
by
driving style, so
ACC. I
pretty
got
displeased with
disconnected.
that. However,
Second stint. I rejoined. That was 4 laps
on
down.
to the next round, and I think there's a break now. Yes, there is. There's a break, so I've got a couple of weeks perhaps to get my act together for the second half of the season. So next up will be Silverstone on Tuesday, the 27th of September, October, in October, and I think before that we've got the Paul Ricard Endurance, where we've got 2 cars entered. I'm in an Aston Martin. The other team looks like we're going for the McLaren 720S GT3, which we've just been in now. So 9 hours around Paul Ricard, but our car's got 4 drivers now, so I'll only be doing 2 stints. So thank God for that. And the other car is going to be 3 drivers, so they'll get 3 hours themselves. So there you go. Thanks for watching if you stuck all the way through. I hope you picked up. Rodriguez won, Duque was second, Agner came in third. I think Agner will still be in third place in the championship. Rodriguez is a new driver, he's got 2 rounds, so he's not going to have that many points. We'll lock on 4, so 420 racing will do well on the team championship. Magnussen 6th, sorry, Magnussen 5th, 36th, London came in 7th.